What's up YouTube? It's Ken again. Thanks for stopping by the channel. In front of you here is a 1992 water heater. Its birthday is coming up and it'll be 33 years old, almost as old as I am. Now what you're going to see me do in this video is actually service the anode rod, which is there. This is actually the new one, I'm already done. And I emptied out the tank. I think that, like me, you'll find the results surprising. I wasn't expecting anything to be left of the old anode rod. So without further ado, here we go. So we're going to start by closing the cold water line to the tank. This is a gas water heater, by the way. And in just a second, right there, you can see the panel and how dusty it is. We're going to turn this to pilot. And then we're going to get a bucket, and you could use a hose here, but I use a bucket, and then turn on the drain spigot. Now, when I first opened up this valve, nothing came out. And we turned on the cold water again, and it did start draining, but my first thought was that there was a lot of sediment built up and it was blocking the valve. In hindsight, though, I think it was just a pressure issue, and had I turned on a hot water tap upstairs, it might have avoided that problem altogether. What I did instead was remove the anode rod, which I believe had roughly the same effect, and allowed me to drain the entire tank. All right, now we're going to use an impact wrench to get that old anode rod out. I'm using a 1 1/16 socket that came with the kit that I bought, and I'll show that here in a little bit. Here I'm kind of touching the anode rod just gingerly to make sure it's not too hot and just to avoid burning myself. I'm using a rag just to unscrew it. And it was giving some resistance, so it was not completely disintegrated. It was in there, as you can see there. And I wasn't sure if it would clear the ceiling that I had above me, but it did. As far as sediment and buildup go, there wasn't really much, just what you see there in the bucket, and the water was really clear. So kudos to those who maintain St. Louis County water. This is the anode rod that I purchased. It's made out of magnesium, and it's flexible and kind of like a nunchuck style so that I can fish it back into the water heater. And there's the socket that it comes with and some Teflon tape. And here we're just taping up the anode rod to reinstall it. It was tough to get it started into the threads, and I was careful not to cross-thread it. Once installed, I turned the cold water back on, as well as the gas. But yeah, I think we'll outro right here. If you liked this video, please give me a like. If you want to see more content and support the channel, please consider subscribing. And as always, feel free to leave comments down below. Thanks for watching. Peace.